Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I hope you all had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. It wasn't just a 3-day weekend. It was remembering those that sacrificed their lives for us so we could live the life we live. But over the weekend, I tell you what, it was insane. So I normally ship about 25 parts out throughout like the whole week. And just over Saturday and Sunday, I sold 30 plus parts. So to all the haters that say that I ain't gonna make it with this business, you're just laughing at yourself. Cause here's just all the UPS parts. I have this many parts to send postal as well. So there's about 20 right there. So I got to go to town, sadly. I got a busy day today. I got a few customers coming, and then it's going to be like 90 degrees today. And I got to load like 700 bales by myself. So it's going to be a great day. But I just got to pick the hay up. So it's going to be baled and everything for me. So I'm just buying the hay off the neighbor, and then I'm gonna resell it. So yeah, but before we get any farther into today's video, I need to read a Bible verse over you guys. And today it's coming out of John chapter 15 verses 5 through 8. And it says, I am the vine, you are the branches. The one who remains in me and I in him produces much fruit, because you can do nothing without me. If anyone does not remain in me, he is thrown aside like a branch and he withers. They gather them, throw them into the fire, and they are burned. If you remain in me, and my words remain in you, ask whatever you want, and it will be done for you. My Father is glorified by this, that you produce much fruit, and prove to me, my disciples. So, there's today's Bible verse for you guys. I'm going to keep cranking them out, because who doesn't love the good word? And yeah, over the weekend, I started on a few more projects. I didn't film any of it. I was just trying to get some stuff done over the weekend. And a lot of y'all have been commenting on my videos, what's wrong with the Bobcat. Sent the injection pump off. Pretty sure that's what's wrong with it. It's got like 6,000 hours on it, so it ain't a perfect machine, but it's handy. It's super handy. But you all remember this 7020 that I hauled in. That was getting water in the pan, and I went ahead and got the head gone through, as I had mentioned in a previous video. And I got the head, rocker rail, push rods, valve cover all slapped back on there. I still need to get the exhaust manifold, the injectors, and then the intake and whatnot all bolted up on there. And then I need to change the oil before I go to fire it up, because I ain't changed the oil yet, so it's got a bunch of coolant in it. And then that one should be ready for sale. I'm probably just going to throw it on auction time and go that route. But that's one project that I'm trying to get pushed out of here, because I've been looking at it too long, just because I'm so busy. And yeah, I'm so busy I haven't had really time to do too much to it. So yeah, but I need to get all these packages out to the road so that they can be picked up by UPS. And then I need to load all the other packages into my car and take them to the post office to get them all shipped out. And then I should have customers here by then. And then I gotta go do hay, because it's supposed to rain at like 4 o'clock today, and I gotta get on it. So yeah, I also got the bus insured as well, so I just need to go to the BMV and get plates on the thing. So hopefully here in the upcoming weeks I can get some videos of that cranked out for you guys. So if you're into that bus content, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you're posted, because that insurance on that thing is not cheap. So I really don't want to keep it insured and plated for too long, because I really don't want to have to pay that monthly payment. For around here, what I'm going to do with it, I don't have to have insurance on it, because I'm not going to be on the main roads or anything. But for what I want to do first with it, got to have it plated and insured, so I'll pay a couple months of insurance and go from there. and then just take it back off. So if you're into that, make sure to stay tuned to the channel because you're not going to want to miss those videos. So yeah, I guess I'm going to set you guys down for now. I'm going to get all this stuff taken to the road and load it into my car and head to town, get all that done. And then come back and get some parts ready for customers. So I'll pick you guys up later. So I made it to the post office and the bank, and I got my packages delivered. I would have took those UPS packages into town with me, but with that many, and then some ranging from, there's one that's like 120 pounds, so it's just easier for me to just have them pick it up here, because if I take them into town, then I gotta drag them through an office, and it's fun. So it's just a lot easier to just have UPS pick up that many packages and those heavy of packages here. But yeah, I made it back, and for some reason with me, I don't know what it is, but when it comes to cooking, I just feel really lazy and don't want to cook. So every time I'm in town, I know I'm gonna get fat, but every time I'm in town, I freaking go to McDonald's and get McDonald's. I have so much good food in the house because I order HelloFresh. But just some days, some days I'm just way too busy to even think about cooking. But other days I have so much time, but when it just comes to cooking, I just don't want to do it. I make some good food, but cooking, I don't think's for me. But I don't know. I need to start eating some of my food and stop going to freaking McDonald's, because that's just a waste of money. But I think while I wait on customers here, I am going to set you guys on the tripod maybe, and clean out every single injector port and getting them all sparkling and shiny, and then clean up the injectors, which are in the cab here. Clean them up a little bit. Get the injectors in just in case it rains. Then I ain't got to put a tarp on it. And then maybe try to get all that, all the injectors and stuff wrapped up. And then maybe put the exhaust manifold on. I have to see what time it is because it's already like 10:15. Customer's supposed to be here at noon. And then I got to go directly to hay after that. But yeah, I just have the intake manifold, the thermostat housing, the exhaust manifold, and all the turbo lines, and then the injectors. And then top off the radiator, change the oil, and it should be ready to fire up. And see what happens. So yes, I'm gonna go try to find my tools. Hopefully I got a few wire brushes in there that aren't all wore out to clean them holes out. And then I either set you guys on the tripod or pick you up some other time throughout the day. Just like that. You want the holes shining like that. And then scratch the injectors up, clean them up a little bit, and slap them in there. But I'm receiving a phone call, so I better answer it. Another customer wanted to come today to look at that John Deere 2950. So hopefully he takes it, but probably not. But I'm sure y'all are curious of what I use to get the injector holes clean. And I just use a 1-inch wire brush. And what I do is, they come with this handle on them. And what I do is I take a cutoff wheel and I cut right in the center of it and get it all loose. And then I can stick it in the drill here, and it makes it 100 times easier to clean them holes out. And then the injectors, I had to get the washers off. So I scuffed them up just with sandpaper. Just got some of the rust knocked off and just some of the gunk on there. I didn't go too crazy, just a little scratch. And then for some reason, I'm not sure who owned this tractor before me, but this thing, I shouldn't be telling y'all this, but I am gonna tell y'all this. This thing is a cobbled up piece of crap. One of the injectors had 2 injector washers in there. So I'm not sure if they didn't see that one was in the head, because that is kind of easy to do. You think you got them all, and then you look again and you're like, there's still a washer in there. So I'm not sure if they just missed it or if they put 2 on there, because who knows why. But that's not the only thing I've seen on this thing. But I'm fixing it up so it's right. And if it leaks water in the pan again, and I'll just knock this thing in the head, because I do not really care. So yeah, that's how I clean the ports and the injectors. Now I'm just going to put these new injector washers on here. And then I just put a little of the John Deere grease to hold these washers on. You put one on each tip. And I just, put a little John Deere grease on there to hold them onto the injector. So I got enough time to get them in the hole. And then, get them all tightened down, connect all the lines. Move on to the next project. Got a lot farther than I even imagined. Got all the injectors in, tightened down. I have not tightened down the lines yet, but I have got them connected to the injectors. Still need to connect all the other lines as well, but they're all in there and good. And then I went ahead and threw the turbo on as well. Cleaned up both surfaces, even though the head wasn't too bad, but cleaned up the exhaust manifold surface, put the new gaskets in, got all the bolts in and tightened down. So it's getting there. I still need to put the turbo oil lines on and a few other things, but I mean, I can't complain for what I got done here in the last hour. So I'm gonna go get the parts ready for the guy, because I have not done that yet, and hopefully he'll show up just a hair early, and then hopefully the guy on the 2950 will show up here very soon as well. And hopefully they take the stuff, but if not, got a lot of other interests, so it don't really matter to me. But I got stuff to do, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna set you guys down for now until I head over to pick up hay probably, and then I'm get my muscles on, because what we do is I'm pretty sure it's getting baled on the ground, but we bale on the ground as well, and then we just put in groups of 10 by hand to get our workout in, and then we use the grapple, as you guys seen in the last video, to pick up the groups of 10. The only reason we don't have the accumulator is because the accumulator and the grapples are my grandpa's. So he bought a brand new 10 bale Coon accumulator and 2 grapples, so he only uses 1 grapple, so we steal the other one. So makes it a lot easier. Then it makes it a lot easier just by, and we get a workout in, so works good both ways. And I'm pretty sure it's getting baled on just right on the ground over there, so I'll be putting it in groups of 10 and then loading it on. Already got a hay wagon over there, and then depending on how many there is, I'll load them all up on my gooseneck and try to get them both. I'm guessing like 400 bales, so I can fit that on the hay wagon and my trailer. Now if there's like 600 to 700, then I'm gonna be out there till like midnight, and I might have to clean my school bus out and use it to get some hay out of the field. So I'll set you guys down for now until I head on over there. Well guys, I started working on that 70-20 a bit more while I was waiting on the customers. And I got it pretty much wrapped up. So run to town tomorrow and get oil and filters and whatnot, get all that changed. There's my hay wagon. I stuffed it in the silo there. This is my grandma's property here. So got do a little pew pew action before I pick up some hay. But the hayfield's just right down the road there. Stop here at my grandma's house, do a little pew pew action, and go wear myself out. So yeah. There we go, guys. I got most of the hay picked up. I got 7 high on here, so 226 bales on this hay wagon, and then I got 40 on my gooseneck there. The sky's starting to get dark, so I had better get this wagon in the barn, because that's about a 20-minute drive, and then come back for my gooseneck and skid loader, because 40 bales getting wet is better than 226. So, and I can drive a heck of a lot faster with that. So hopefully get this safe and sound to the barn and come back and settle up with this guy. So I picked up some of his hay too. He kept 200 bales, so in total there's 464 bales. And I got 226 plus 40. Yeah, 226 plus 40 would be 266 bales is what I got. So he didn't quite get 200, but it's all right. So I need to get this wagon over there and stop talking on this phone here. Got the wagon in the barn, and the sky is getting dark. Started sprinkling on me when I went back for my gooseneck. So the 226 bales are in the barn, and these 40 bales I'm gonna set right in the barn there for now, because I think I sold them to a buddy of mine. So I'm just gonna leave them here and then haul them to him. So set them in there for the night, just because it's gonna rain, and get them out of there in a couple days. So sit you guys down and get them unloaded. Alrighty, so it's the next day now. Same video, but next day. So I might as well read another Bible verse over you guys. And today it's coming out of Hebrews chapter 13, verses 2 through 6. And it says, "Don't neglect to show hospitality, for by doing this, some have welcomed angels as guests without knowing it. Remember the prisoners as though you were in prison with them, and the mistreated as though you yourselves were suffering bodily. Marriage must be respected by all, and the marriage bed kept undefiled, because God will judge immoral people and adulterers. Your life should be free from the love of money. Be satisfied with what you have, for he himself has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Therefore, we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid. What can man do to me?" So there's today's Bible verse for you guys. Can't beat some good scripture. So, yeah, as you guys seen in the beginning of this video here, I had to pick up a lot of hay yesterday. And somehow the rain skipped over us. So I left the hay on my trailer. And I'm gonna go unload it here in a few. I'm gonna take the grapple back to my grandpa's, and he wants to borrow our hay rake. He just has like 4 basket rakes, and he says that it's just balling up in them. So he wants to borrow this for some reason. I don't know. But I figured I'd take it over to him, show him how to use it, and go from there. But today's auction day and tomorrow's auction day. 2 auctions like 5 miles apart. So today I'm bidding online at this one auction. Hopefully get something bought that I really want. And then tomorrow, I didn't see anything in the catalog that I wanted, but there's always something in dead row that they don't have in the catalog. So it's worth a drive to go and see what's down there, even if there ain't nothing down there, just because it's only like an hour drive. So it ain't too bad. And that's my grandpa calling me right now. I have to call him back because I'm filming a YouTube video. But yeah, the 7020, you guys seen me working on it yesterday in the beginning of the video. And yeah, like I had said, I got all the injectors and whatnot in. I got all the lines on the turbo. And then if we come over to the other side here, I got the intake manifold and the thermostat housing on, and all the lines connected as well. And if you guys are working on a 301 7020 motor with the intake manifold on it, or the oil cooler, whatever you want to call it, then make sure to put the thermostat housing on first. If you don't, then you'll have a heck of a time trying to get that bolt in. I thought it was the other way around. I've worked on a bunch of these, but I always get it mixed up, and I always throw that intake manifold on there first. And then I always have fun, or I always, have lots of fun trying to get that one bolt in. So there's just a tip for you guys to speed up your process while going through your 301 7020 motor, if you are working on one. But I'm gonna head to town here in a minute, get plates for my school bus hopefully, and drop some packages off and get oil and filters for that. Stop by my grandpa's and get all that stuff unloaded and whatnot, and then see what else we can't tackle today. I think Grandpa's falling in love with the new rake. Or our rake, I mean, not the new rake. His baskets, you have to go slow. Ours is like a high-speed rake. And boot, scoot, and boogie with this thing. This is some thick hay though. Here's my load of hay. I fit 226 bales on here. Normally just do 6 high with a tie. And I got 2, 4, 6, 7 with a tie. So got it all on there and looking good. So, and already got paid for it. So can't beat that. And just like that, I think that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Got a good workout here the past couple days. I just went ahead and sold the hay to my grandparents because they're in the hay business and I'm not. So got to make sure to run over to the guy's place and get him paid since I already got paid for it all. And there's a lot of exciting news here coming to the channel. So if you aren't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button because you're not going to want to miss it. And if you don't want to miss this thing, hopefully cheat you into life. Then make sure to hit that subscribe button because I hope to be trying to get it running here this evening, hopefully. Just depends on what I can get done in town because I got a few other business things I need to do. So it's the least of my worries right now, but I'm gonna try to get to it here this evening. If not, it'll be this weekend. So make sure to stay tuned if that's something you're interested in. And you want to stay tuned for what's coming to the channel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button for me. And thank you all for purchasing my merch. I am sold out of hats, so they are all gone, and these shirts are live on my eBay store. It'll be in the description below. So if you're interested in a shirt, all I got smalls, larges, and extra larges. Kept all the mediums to myself. So figured I needed some business clothes. So I might as well keep some. But clothes are expensive, and I guess I'll catch y'all on the next one, and thanks for watching.